Hello, everyone.
What's up, guys? Oh, we're already off to like a somber start.
Welcome back to another episode of the Twosome.Podcast.
Welcome back.
As everyone knows, the state of the world, and specifically the United States,
it's gotten worse since we last spoke.
It's gotten a lot worse.
5 days ago.
Yeah.
When we filmed.
So we didn't really have anything prepared or planned to talk about.
We're going to be upfront with you on that. There's nothing fun, kooky, silly going on in the queer community right now. It is just all somber sadness and fear.
Yeah, and a lot of fear mongering too.
So much fear mongering.
I think there's a lot of misinformation being spread right now, especially about like marriage equality in the US and like the Idaho stuff going on. People think it's like going to the Supreme Court, but it's not.
See, there's just so much happening all at once that there's like big things that I don't even know about because you're so consumed by all the other little pockets of information that you're being fed. It's so overwhelming, but that's the intent.
Yeah.
Is to overwhelm and to shock and to disarm you because you've become detached and numb, and then to move forward with their true intentions, which all sound vague, but like I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Serious conversation. Where are we moving to? Spain, Europe.
Oh my God, I've been thinking about this. Somewhere in Europe. My brother lives in London, so I feel like that's an easy way to get there.
Since when?
Oh, you didn't. This was during the breakup.
Oh, during our no contact. Your brother moved to Europe?
Yeah, he did. He graduated and got his PhD and then got like some type of position in London.
That's actually really cool.
I know. I haven't visited him yet, but
do we think that so we have someone on the inside.
We have an in.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll move to London because from London you can just pop around to literally anywhere else, It's not like America where.
Well, how many people are you bringing with you? I'm going to bring me and my girlfriend. I'm bringing Coda.
Okay.
You're bringing Athena, right?
I'm bringing my cat. So I'm bringing Nadia, Bridget, Julia.
Okay, perfect.
So that is 3 cats.
I can't count.
Three cats and a dog.
Okay.
That we're all bringing together.
That's beautiful.
There is 7 of us traveling as a pack. Will we get flagged at the border? All traveling as a pack? Do we need to go one by one?
Maybe we can... Wait, are we in a plane? Boat.
No, wait. No, we can't even go on the planes anymore.
Calm down. It's okay. We're going to take a boat.
They want us afraid of flying, so we don't
leave the country.
Julia, you heard it here first. We put you together first. Oh my God.
So we're going to take a boat to Europe.
This sounds very familiar. Does that have happened in the past? Are we gonna have,
history repeats
We're gonna
itself.
have to run bourbon. We're gonna have to rub bourbon on our gums so we fall asleep and so we don't make any noise under the ship. Sorry, that's really fucked up.
But it's like reality.
It really feels like that.
Yeah.
It really feels like that right now.
Like, have you read on like the parallels between like Trump and Hitler and how it all started and how like what's happening right now is exactly what happened when Hitler was
absolutely. That's what I was saying about like the shock value.
Yeah.
I was seeing a lot about that. Like just completely shock after shock after shock to where you become so numb and so disconnected and you're like, I don't know how to process all of this information that's getting thrown at me, and it's like it feels so disastrous. But that's what they want. They want you to become disconnected so then they can slowly start, putting into place their true intentions after the American citizens have become disconnected and numb. And I mean, not to like, I know like Handmaid's Tale gets thrown around, and sometimes I feel like people when they compare can be a little cringe in like some aspects, but other times I'm like, that is like 100% what the fuck, like the parallel is crazy right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, when they say in The Handmaid's Tale, I know it's not reality, but like it feels like it could be, it happens so slowly that you don't even know, like by the time it's too late, it's difficult to leave or like try to improve the situation. Before Trump got elected, I was on a mission I got a new state ID. I renewed my passport. I requested my transcripts from college.
So you're prepared to leave the country, essentially.
I am seriously, genuinely going to begin doing research on what it would look like to immigrate elsewhere.
I feel like it's such a hard process.
It really is. I've been seeing people on TikTok and documenting their process, and it's about like over a year to however long to completely go through that.
Is there any country that will like just like allow you to move there?
Well, usually that is only the case when you're a refugee.
Are we about to become refugees?
I feel like it's been in the talk that Americans are going to be refugees for the past couple of years.
To where?
We're going to go Canada, maybe. Canada, Mexico.
Mexico hates us, don't they?
I know they do.
But I feel like they're so nice that they would let us come in.
Well, they came and helped us during the wildfire.
Yeah, they did. I think Mexico is like for the people.
We still had the capacity to make choices and fight back.
And we will
in
fight
whatever
back.
way, and whatever way that looks like. I don't know.
Honestly, like a part of me wants to like stay and be a part of the revolution that we're gonna start.
Fuck America. I'm getting the fuck out. I do not care to fight for, like, I'm not joining the military. I'm not joining the
We
revolution.
thought about it though.
I'm getting the fuck out. I said I would try to survive an apocalypse. This is not an apocalypse. This is something
different.
else.
This is something different.
This, I'm leaving. Sorry, I'm going to go enjoy a quaint little life in another country.
Maybe I'll move to South America.
Yeah.
They're really nice there.
Mhm.
And like other human beings.
And like normal. They like think normal, and they have empathy, and like the cultural system, you know how much they care for their families, like
the community that they have is crazy.
In America, we have no community anymore.
No.
We're so hateful towards each other. We're so disconnected from our families,
Mhm.
and it's just getting worse. Like the divide
Yeah.
is crazy. Oh, well, something that I think is funny is that, you know how we posted on TikTok about the Becca and Shannon situation. And we had some pretty good traction on those videos. I think it's really funny when people comment and they're like, you don't understand the full context. And I'm like, but you're not seeing the full context of our video.
Right.
Like, if you were to go watch our full video, you would get the full context that we did have the full context.
Right.
But you're seeing
just
a clip of what we were thinking, and you think that we only saw a clip of what she was saying.
Right.
So it's like,
no, but
it's this like funny.
This has been
little
like
circle.
a year-long development that we know what's going on, and we've seen it with our own eyes.
I've watched in full length all of their discussions, except I will say the most recent video of Shannon, which maybe that's what someone was talking about. They're like, you need to go watch the latest long-winded video, and I'm like, of who?
Wait, when did she upload that?
I think like a week or so ago.
I feel like I watched that too. But they did. Becca announced that they went no contact, and I'm like, thank the fucking Lord, you guys went no contact.
See, yeah, in her last,
you can't be friends with your ex. That was like okay, besides the kid thing that she said, the part where they were like still hanging out and like saying they wanted to be friends, I'm like, that is the craziest, most delusional thing you think you can do.
I have never understood that with straight people or gay people. I don't believe that that's a thing that can happen, that you can just be friends, like,
and it not be weird.
Such an emotional relationship, and you if you are truly in love with each other, I don't think you can be friends. Maybe in years down the line when you're like, oh, we were just kids back then, it was just puppy love. Yeah, maybe. But if you just like had this very emotional, loving, romantic like relationship, and then immediately you turn around and you're like, but we're gonna be besties, that's not real. That can't happen.
No,
absolutely not.
And why would you want that? Because it's just gonna keep hurting you seeing them, because like it's a relationship where you can't have everything that like you once had with them. It's like a half-assed relationship because you still have feelings, but you can't like act on them, and you can't like love each other in the same way. Also, like when I break up with someone or end things with someone, it's because we didn't work out, or like I was annoyed with them, or maybe they just didn't like me or whatever, and I'm like, why would I want to keep someone around that I'm annoyed by? Like, I broke up with you because I was done with you and you like pissed me off. Yeah, and you like hurt me. And what, we're gonna be friends now? I don't even want you as a friend. If I wanted you as a friend, I would date you. Like in that, you know, so true. Like if I liked you enough to keep you as a friend, I would just continue dating you. But yeah, like that's so if true. I don't even want you as a partner, why would I want you as a friend? Exactly. Like what? I will never ever be friends with an ex. I think that is just like the most outlandish thing, especially if you are in like a new relationship. Like, how does that even become a thing? What, your ex reaches out to you and is like, let's catch up, and then you say yes? Why would you do that?
Like, if I had a partner and they told me, hey, like, so and so reached out to me, my ex so and so reached out to me and said like she'd like to meet up for coffee, you're cheating on me.
Yeah,
you're cheating on me. You just told me that you're gonna go cheat on me. that's what's going through.
You just admitted to cheating before you actually did it.
Why do you want to leave? Why would you rather go have coffee with them or dinner with them than me, your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Why do you? Because like, what's the intent? What's the intent behind that? It's never. I do not believe that it is innocent. Absolutely not.
No, because there's something like deep down where you're like curious about. You're like, it's selfish too. I don't know. And I'm just, I don't know. I can never do that.
I did, like I mentioned, I did get dinner with my ex.
Like, but that was like 5 years later.
It was, we had not spoken for 4 years, and we still settled on that, like, we can't be friends.
And you guys aren't dating anyone. So
no.
I feel like that's also fine.
Yeah, and I think that, like, we did date for 6 years. We were best friends. We were kids together. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of the time, all my teenage year memories and, like, early college, he's tied to all of those memories. So it's not like I can just be like, oh, fuck you, poo poo, haha. Like, no, like he was a very important figure in my life for half a decade, more than half a decade. So, I mean, I did always want to like catch up.
Yeah.
And be like, you know, kind of reconcile, you know, shit that we did when we were kids to each other and kind of see where we're at. I wanted to know like what he's been up to, what his family's been up to, and like vice versa. And it did not feel weird. It did not feel uncomfortable. I got in his car and it felt very like normal.
Yeah.
It just was weird. It was weird seeing a stranger, but yet also like one of the most familiar people to me in my life. Yeah. Selfishly, I would still like to, because like we were best friends. Yeah. So I guess like I am like a hypocrite in that aspect. But also I'm not dating anyone and he's not dating anyone. And if we were, like that would not be the case. But of course I'm like, we did get along. It was like fun, but like also I know where you're like, it's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna work out, even if you want it to. I just, at least for me personally, I'm like, yeah, I don't know how people do it. I don't think it works.
I just think like some chapters are just meant to stay closed. Yeah. Like that you can accept like maybe it was like a really good time in your life but like it ended and that's just like where you should leave it. You shouldn't like try to reopen anything if like it's not, I don't know, if it doesn't make sense to. Even
if you feel fine or the other person feels fine, like someone's gonna get hurt.
I was also gonna say that I feel like it's really difficult for both of you to be on the same exact page, even if like when you're talking about it you think you're on the same page. I think like there's always going to be like one person who maybe like wants more than like wants more than a friendship.
I think that's definitely the case, and it's kind of like up to the other person, like, do I want to act selfishly because I still want this person to be in my life, but I know that like the outcome is not going to be what they want or what I want. So it's like, do I just have this, you know, momentary satisfaction and know that like we're going to get hurt at the end, or do we just leave it here when we're still both settled? We're both like, we've both came to like the resolution and kind of came to the conclusion that like this is not going to be moving forward. So
exactly,
tried to make that mature decision.
That's so mature.
Although selfishly, you know, it's like, I want to be friends. I want to hang out. I want to do stuff. Like, I understand where that mindset comes from. It is not weird. It is not abnormal to think that could be a possibility or to even want that. But,
but like, you're also proof, like, even like 5 years later, it's still weird to be friends.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I can't imagine breaking up and then immediately being friends like Becca and Shannon wanted. And I know in the back of Shannon's mind, she was probably like, Becca, like, we can't do this.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I hope that they heal, and I hope that Becca is doing okay and she feels more welcomed and accepted in the queer community.
Yeah.
And people stop making her feel like shit.
Especially now. Yeah. I don't know. Like we said, I feel bad. I don't think that situation was like normal or right. But no one else in the community is everyone's quiet. Everyone's gone quiet.
I haven't heard from JoJo Siwa in a while.
Cause she's in love in a relationship.
I mean, also like the LA fires are going on, and a lot of TikTok lesbians live in LA, and I feel like it's just a time where like
sorry, forgot about that one. Sorry guys. Whoops. I'm like, why aren't you guys acting up, being crazy cuckoo? Well, you're fighting for your life, like I was within your home and through the government. Sorry.
Yeah, I was listening to the Canceled podcast, I think the most recent episode that came out, and Tana was talking about like how she decided not to go on the Tart trip because she kept getting like evacuated, and like she was like, it just doesn't feel right for me to go.
Absolutely.
But then there was another influencer being like, you just have to put your emotions aside and come. And she was just like, what the fuck? She's like, I'm sitting in my house, I see the fire over the hill. Like, what do you mean put my emotions out of it and go on the Tart trip?
That's not like an emotions thing. It's like an actual safety, your life situation thing.
Yeah. She's like, I can't do that. And she didn't go. And honestly, I respect her for that. Well, because I think she was on her third evacuation. So I think she had to leave regardless. And she was like, oh, it's like the most perfect situation that like I could just like, I have a flight. I could go on the Tart trip. Like she wouldn't be struggling to like get out of Los Angeles because it is hard to get out. But then she was just like, it just didn't feel right. Like, so I don't know what she ended up doing, but
she's gonna be okay. I wonder what those contracts look like. But there has to be a clause about disasters. Like, I'm not gonna come on this trip if there's like, how robust is like the back end of these, like the admin team and the people putting it together and like the contracts. I wonder if there's like, do you get fined? Do you get in trouble if you bail on the trip after you signed a contract? Or like,
I don't think you do. From what I hear about the people that run the Tart trips is they are like actually like really like understanding and like with it, and they like donated a lot of money to the fires and did a lot of stuff, and they were getting a lot of shit for even like continuing with the Tart trip. But it's like, also, how do you cancel all of like the production that went on for this trip? Like, that's also hard to do. Like,
also, like I mentioned, some people might not be even from California,
right? They're
coming from different places, so it's like,
and maybe to some of them it's like an escape and a way to get away.
Nothing is black and white, you know?
Exactly. Someone's always gonna have something to say about something. Guess where I went last night?
What?
To Chili's.
Did I send you like the...
You've never been to Chili's, have you?
No, I've never been to Chili's.
That's fucking crazy.
I don't know. My restaurant when I was younger was like TGI Fridays and Applebee's. I feel like when you're younger...
Those are like bottom tier. Chili's is a step above those.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you like class shaming me for going to Applebee's?
No, that's where I went as a kid. Chili's was like nice when I was a kid.
Really? Chili's was like the come up?
Olive Garden and Chili's, which Olive Garden was rare.
Olive Garden was rare. Yeah. I think we mostly went to Applebee's the most because I went when I danced when I was younger. My dance studio was right next to Applebee's, so we were always at Applebee's.
I loved getting the mac and cheese at Applebee's.
I don't remember what I would get, honestly.
We should start a series where we just like review like chain restaurants. They're disgusting. Like, it's kind of gross. Like, after you're done eating, you're just like, there's probably a hair in that. Like,
I forget about that. Well, also, if you've worked in the restaurant industry, you know how ratch it is in the background. And I was a part of it. When I was a server, there was a big bin full of French fries. I'd go into the back and I'd just like grab French fries. With your
bare fingers? That's like
No. I've never done that.
That's crazy.
I've never done that in my life.
I believe it. I'm sure like I've eaten spit and like
you absolutely
hairs.
have. You absolutely have.
And
like, honestly, cooks can be mean as fuck. And
ew.
They can be so mean. And also some like if you put a bunch of preferences, they think that you're like an annoying like you're just annoying, you're a burden. Some cooks really do take things seriously and they truly care and they have the passion for food. But you're not gonna find that at a Chili's. Nope, you're not. Some are just miserable and they hate their life and they just hate everyone around them.
Yeah,
but they can be. But I can't remember the last chain restaurant I went to. Maybe like Sweet Green. which is not what we're
Which
talking.
is like
It's not in the same
okay,
level.
like California.
But I also like I'm turning into a sweet green hater because why is a salad $20 and I'm still hungry afterwards?
That's true. Like I can't eat sweet green if I want to be full after. Like if I'm having a skinny night, then like I'll have sweet green, and I know I'm gonna like go to bed starving a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's okay. But
And
if
you're
I'm
$20
hungry,
poorer for no reason.
yeah, you might as well just like not have eaten and saved your $20 and went to bed.
Yeah, nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. Yeah, that's what they say.
I love waking up the next morning and like, yeah, I did that.
Morning skinny. I saw a quote the other day where it's like someone's bloat is your morning skinny. Don't skip the gym today. I was like, whoa.
What the fuck?
I was like, this feels like an attack and like a threat.
I thought we've like censored all like eating disorder shit online.
It's actually so crazy that I'll be swiping on TikTok and a pro Anna video will pop up and I'll just be like transported to Tumblr 2014.
I always get like what I eat in a day videos that come up on my For You page, and like some of them are like healthy, and then others I'm like, that was 500 calories for the day, and then people in the comments are like, ooh, like I want to try that. Like everyone's supportive, and
yeah, they're like, I could never, I'm a fat pig. And you're like, okay.
Wait, no, I get the what I eat in a day is as a 600-pound person too.
Oh, I get what I eat in the day as someone who doesn't want to lose weight.
Yeah,
and they're always, I like watching those videos.
Me too.
I'm like, you go off, girl.
Yeah,
the videos that are like what I ate when I was rapidly gaining weight, but I didn't know why. And it would be like,
it's like a breakdown. Starbucks coffee with an egg McMuffin with a cake
donut.
pop.
Yeah.
And then they would be like, I wouldn't eat for the rest of the day until dinner, and then I would have like a salad.
I get that breakfast, and then like Chipotle for lunch, and then for dinner I got like this, I don't know, it's
Pizza.
just, yeah,
Domino's.
and I'm like, you know what? Health education is important.
But also when we were in high school, like a lot of the YouTubers on YouTube, like Freely the Banana Girl, and then like the vegan people that were like only eating lettuce and bananas.
In the cult. I was in the vegan cult.
I was like, oh, this is like really healthy, but like no, you're eating 7 bananas for dinner is not healthy.
She's like, you're eating an eggs, period. You're eating, or how Freely would she would watch what I eat in the day videos and just rip the girls apart.
Yeah.
And they're like health, they're teenage girls. They're eating like maybe not enough, but they're eating healthy. They're eating like a chicken salad, and she's like, this girl is so disgusting and uneducated that she's eating the flesh of a chicken. And I ate that shit up, and I was vegan for 2 years because of Freely.
Yeah, I tried to be vegan because of her. Did you see like the Nikki and Gabby videos that are resurfacing of them doing like ways that we stay healthier, and one of them is like cutting a slice of pizza in half.
One slice of pizza in half, and she's like it suppresses my appetite, my cravings. It's sad though, because like that's the shit that I consumed as a teenage girl.
No one saw an issue with it, and we were all eating it up.
Yeah,
and I was like, yes, like we all need to be skinny. And then I would just eat fruit for breakfast.
When I was in high school, I can confidently say that like all of my friends had an eating disorder.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of them.
Yeah.
They were all different versions, but they all had one. Everyone we were so unique and diverse.
Different fonts, same disorders.
Literally. No, I had a friend who would the middle of us hanging out, she'd be like, hey, can you hold on real quick? I'm going to run a mile. She had orthorexia. Which
what
is like
the fuck?
when you like work out, like, so you try to eat as healthy as possible, and you like work out, overexert yourself. That's like an eating disorder in itself, but
we need to put a trigger warning on this episode.
I know. Politics and eating disorders.
Sorry.
But
it's the life of a girl.
It's like
every girl has an eating disorder. Right?
Every girl.
Probably every guy.
The gym bros, are you kidding me?
Ground beef and rice.
Literally the gym bros, they're like, I need to cut 10 pounds by tomorrow. And then they like run in a garbage bag and starve themselves and take laxatives. And I'm like, that is an eating disorder in itself. Yeah. But it is that fine line of like, okay, how do I go, if I want to lose weight, how do I, sit in a calorie deficit and work out, but not get stuck in that mindset. Way.
My favorite trend right now is like the avocado and like eggs on a cutting board. And people, have you seen like the gym bros like eating everything on a cutting board? It's like steak dipped in avocado and salmonella. Eggs. Yeah, I know.
That wooden
I
cutting
know.
board.
It's like the gym community. If you watch any videos of like what I eat in a days, it's all on a cutting board because it's like aesthetic apparently to them, like a wooden cutting board.
When a gym bro pops up on my profile or my account, I not
You
interested.
said,
I did not need to see this.
So
My
you
brother's a gym bro. I don't need to hear it on the internet too.
I find it entertaining to watch those videos.
But
I
you're a
don't know
little bit of a
why.
gym bro.
Well, I was, but like not really anymore.
Yeah. Remember like one of the first videos I was like, if you had to evacuate your house, what would you take? And you're like,
Protein powder, protein bars.
I'm like, okay, bitch, the fuck?
That was in like one of my peak eating disorder eras.
Oh,
Like
I didn't know.
like,
You never know what someone's going
you
through
never know what someone's going
behind
through.
closed doors.
No, I was just like really strict with myself during that time. I was like, you can't, like, I was in a deficit. I was like, you
you're
have to work
training
out all
for
the time.
the marathon as well.
Yeah,
Which when are you gonna start training for that again? Spring?
like March.
How do you
Yeah.
feel about that?
Not excited at all.
You've been in like a hibernation period, and now you're gonna.
I'm just like, I'm afraid that I like forgot how to run. Like, I'm afraid my legs don't like move that way
Just don't
anymore.
sprain your ankle again.
It still is fucked up.
Really?
To this day, a year later, it like, if I move it a certain way, it hurts. Oh my god, my legs are hairy. I need to shave.
Whoa! Do you see that feet, guys? I think her foot popped up there. Whoa! Look at that.
Clip that for our fans.
Yeah.
And you can Venmo me too if you want more
Mhm.
privately.
She'll sell her socks too.
I'll ship them. So
You don't want my socks? They're cheap.
Yeah, mine are pretty expensive, so it's gonna be an extra fee.
I asked for Christmas. I asked for nice crew socks, but I what's the socks that go up to your
You
tube socks? I accidentally asked for tube socks when I meant crew socks. So for Christmas, I got tube socks that go up to my knee. Because I only have
and I haven't seen you wear them.
because
Ungrateful.
when you maybe on a super cold day, I'll bring them out. They're literally still in the
I
package.
want you to like roll up in jorts and then your crew socks
And some white tennis shoes and a big polo tee like my dad when he would mow the lawn in
and
the
a
summer.
belt and a hat.
I couldn't figure out how to work a bidet because I'm too stupid. Remember when I texted you? I went to a pregame at this nice apartment, and I went to the bathroom and they had a bidet, and I was already drunk, and I couldn't figure out, like, for some reason I saw the bidet attachment and I go, okay, there's no handle. Like, the handle disappeared to me. I was like, bidet, that is how I flush the toilet. The buttons that are on the bidet. I lost the concept of a handle on the side of the toilet. So I was only looking on the right side of the toilet, and I was like, there's no handle. How the fuck do I flush this? And I was hitting buttons.
No.
And the bidet was squirting like projectile out, and the person's robe was sitting on the back of on the bathroom door. So I kept hitting the bidet button because I was like, how the fuck do I flush this toilet? And it was squirting the bidet water out, and it soaked this person's robe, and the water was all over the floor. So I was like on my hands and knees, like wiping up the bidet fluid with
fluid. Yeah.
And I was texting my friends. I was like, help, I don't know how to flush the toilet. And then, like, just as I sent the text, I looked on the left side of the toilet and I go, oh, there's the handle, because you know the handle's always on the left side of the fucking toilet.
No, I would never ever know how to use one of those things, and it would like freak me out.
I'm not brave enough to get water shot up in my ass.
Also, how does it like dry? I've never understood.
Your booty?
Yeah. Like, are you air drying your ass after?
I think you wipe your ass post bidet.
Oh, it like gets the skid marks off your ass.
Yeah, it just like, it's like a power wash for your butthole.
It's like a car wash for your asshole.
It is. And then you have to, no giant dryer machine,
But where's the water coming from? Is it like poopy water that's shooting at your ass, or is it connected to something else?
Is toilet water getting shot directly
That's
into your
what
butt?
I want to know. Is
I
it
don't
coming
like
from the
that.
tank? Like, where's the water coming
It
from?
has to be. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, right?
I just don't like that.
No, what if it's like taking the water that you just pooped in and shoving it up your ass?
But then also, like, I know people think that it's just, like, culturally, they're like, it's gross if you don't do that. But I'm like, I don't.
Sorry, some of us are poor.
To me, it would be jarring to get water shot up my ass like that. It feels like I'm getting waterboarded through my cheeks.
No, I agree with
and
you.
I don't really fuck with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just, I felt really stupid after that, because obviously the toilet still had a handle on it, and obviously, like, I just didn't look on the other side of the toilet to be
Right.
like, oh. And it was like an ordeal. Like I was genuinely panicking, and I squirted the fuck out of that robe with the toilet water, I guess. Oh, I felt bad. And he was my friend too. I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. Like, wash your robe, because I'm an idiot.
I mean, we all like. There's a first for everything, and that was just like you learning how.
I have never. There's some things that I do where I'm like, that was so fucking stupid of me.
Yeah.
Why did I do that? Or why did I think that? And it really kicks me down a pedestal, because I'm like,
yeah.
I'm like, wow. That's really sad that I just had that like such a brain fart moment that it's.
I have those a lot, so. Like, I just, like, say something stupid or, like, think something stupid, and then I'm like, oh, wow. Like, I think it's just, like, a part of my personality. Where, like... Sometimes when I'm with my friends or, like, you know, here on the podcast, I'll say something stupid that I think is funny, and I, like, don't actually... Like, it's not a true question. I'm just trying to be funny. But then I listen back, and I'm like, I really hope people know that I'm fucking kidding. Like, my question last week about, like, if you get married in Thailand, does it carry over to the United States? Obviously not. But like, it's shit like that where... Okay, yeah. I feel like I do and, like, I act stupid and I ask stupid questions sometimes. Like,
well, no, it does, right? Because if you get married in Thailand and you come over here, you're still married. If you get married in America, you go to Thailand, it's still... But is it, like, is it the queerness that will cancel it out?
Well, you wouldn't be like your marriage wouldn't be valid in the US.
That's what okay.
But you would still be married. But like if you were to like, you would have to be married in the US to get like benefits from being married.
If you're trying to get like loans or
like insurance,
that.
Like that type of thing.
Okay, so like cut that part out.
No, we're leaving that in.
Because I'm like, obviously I know. And then I'm like, wait, actually do I know? Because I don't.
It's complicated. My life is complicated.
Literally, my life is all the time. Okay. Guys, I'm really sorry. That
like I was saying.
Such a stream of consciousness.
Like I was saying, if you guys want to send us in your questions, we will answer them. Because we have like a lot of answers.
We're chock full of knowledge and answers, and
like we understand that like people are just like lining up at our doors to get answers from us, because like we have all of the answers and knowledge. We
are all knowing. We are pretty much the Wizard of Oz. We are the giant face behind the curtain.
We are God. So
yeah, exactly.
God is a woman.
I also will say, if there's a pocket of the queer community, because I know that there's a lot of different subgenres of the queer community, like if there's something going on that you think it'd be interesting for us to like learn about, whether it be like, you know, some little drama, a little rift, or anything else to like any capacity that we haven't spoken about, I think it'd be interesting, because there's definitely queer, like bits of the queer community that I'm not really read up on, or like influencers that I'm not really aware of. So if you guys have something, because I know I've seen people comment before and be like, talk about so and so, and I'm like, I don't know who so and so are. So if there's someone that you follow and you find interesting and you want us to kind of like tap into that, let us know. Yeah, because I'm curious too.
Send us an email or a DM or comment.
Yeah,
because I feel like there are things that we don't know. And there's more niche areas that like we don't know about. So comment that or send us a message.
And Kales liked our video.
Kales did like our video. So Kales, if you're listening, send us a message. I don't know if that's like a good thing though, because I heard she's a Trumpy.
Where did you hear that from though?
That was like discussed like a year or two ago. It was like found out that she was.
See, I wasn't tapped into.
She was wearing like a MAGA hat. Yeah, she's from Florida.
Oh, Florida gays are MAGA. Trumpies. Not all of them, obviously. All right, guys.
This has been good.
Stay safe
and warm
and vigilant
and watch your back.
Tap into your community. Surround yourself with loved ones.
That's really nice of you to say. Yeah, just smile. So we'll end there.
Yeah, I have actually nothing else to say after that one. You really drove it home.
I know.
With a smile. All right.
Okay.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Okay. Fuck me. Yeah. Bye.
No, let's do that again. Okay.